Hi there, Cancer. How are we today? I'm just doing our weekly readings today. I'm just looking at matters of love, okay, and what's coming up for you, Cancer, in love. All right, so I will just let everyone know if you would leave a comment on the videos, you will go in the draw for a free personal reading. I'll be drawing that when we hit 100 subscribers, so make sure you subscribe so you can keep updated. But I do really appreciate, every single like and subscribe to the channel. We are only a very small channel here, so I do really appreciate it already, guys. But we'll sort of get into it for you today. I am today using the Paper Oracle Lenormand deck. I do also have with me the Lovers Oracle, those heart-shaped cards there, as well as, we'll start today with the Island Time Wellness Oracle deck there, the Love Oracle with that. So we'll sort of get straight on into it, Cancer, and find out what's coming up for you in love. What's coming up for Cancer in love, please? Okay, interesting. Well, here we go. We do first and foremost, Cancer, have the stabbed in the back card. Okay, so that does say heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, and a shocking attack. So there may have been some past stuff coming up for you today, Cancer, that, obviously still dealing with some heartbreak or a separation in the past, some deception. We may have had to deal with some pain around the idea of love even. Okay, so we'll get a bit more information about that in a moment. But we do also have the love card. So what's coming up for you in love, Cancer? We have love coming up for you. We do have, that says unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. Okay, so definitely getting the vibe that there is some love out there for the taking, Cancer. So we'll see what the Lenormand wants to shed light on those for us. So Cancer, why is Cancer receiving stabbed in the back, please? Stabbed in the back energy for Cancer. What's coming up in love, please? Okay, and what's coming up for Cancer with love, please? What's coming up for Cancer in love? Okay, so definitely seeing that stabbed in the back kind of past energy coming through here. The reason we've drawn that there, I do have the bear energy as well as the clouds energy, and that's sort of rounded off with the clover. But, the bear energy and the clouds energy are kind of letting us know that, whatever's happened in your past with love, Cancer, it has kind of left you in this sort of defensive against love kind of a mode. The bear here is very, very, it's a strong and powerful card, but it also can talk about, being a little bit defensive against love and, trying to stand in your own power once again, trying to be strong to deal with these things, but also protective of yourself. Okay, the bear is like that mama bear that wants to protect the ones that they love, the cubs, and it is quite, they do sort of stand alone in their own power as well. So I feel as though you, Cancer, are trying to be, very protective of yourself at this time because you have been hurt in the past. Okay, so that's just kind of showing us that you've it's put us into bear mode a little bit, and we're on the defense, on the attack. When people are coming at us with, with love, we may be sort of reacting in a way where we're defensive of being against being hurt again, rather than taking, opportunities in love. We may be very defensive against love at this time, Cancer. And we do see here the clouds, which does talk about our thoughts, feeling quite confused about how to deal with issues of the heart, how to, overthinking quite a lot of things that may have happened in the past, there is a bit of anxiety attached to the clouds as well. So it really is that overthinking energy, that not wanting to sort of take a chance on love because you are overthinking it a little bit, that getting ahead of yourself. I feel with your thoughts, you're already looking at how is that person going to hurt me, instead of looking at the here and now of these potential connections you may have. All right, you're more just focusing on overthinking that and thinking way too far ahead of I don't want to, I want to protect myself against this person because they're only going to hurt me like everyone else. Like, that's the kind of vibe I'm getting with that, and being quite defensive against things that may not even, be part of the reality. Things that haven't even happened yet, and you're defending against those things that that may not even happen. They may, you can't sort of judge whether it's going to have the exact same result as the past person. You know what I mean? Like, I feel as though you just are a little bit on the defense when it comes to the way that you're thinking about potential connections at the moment. Just presuming that you're going to get hurt, which is not necessarily the case. All right, and then we do have the clover there, so it does sort of show us that yes, you are very protective of taking any chances when it comes to love, not wanting to get hurt once again. But the clover also lets us know that it is actually safe for you to enter into a little bit of like risk when it comes to love. You are safe at the moment to take a chance on love and take a chance on a potential new connection. All right, it is a card of very good fortune, short-term luck. Okay, so in the short term, maybe realize when you are being a little bit overprotective of yourself and your heart, and that it is actually a safe time for you to be taking a bit of a risk, to be vulnerable with new connections. All right, Cancer. Now, when we have that love energy there, we are still seeing that previous energy coming through a little bit here, with the anchor and the mountain card. Okay, so the anchor really does talk about this is weighing you down. All right, it's weighing you down and it's keeping you in place. It's stopping you from moving forward. It's stopping you from actually climbing that mountain, and persevering through the pain. All right, because when we are seeing that anchor, it holds us in place. It stops us from drifting away, yes, but it also can hold us back a little bit, weigh us down. So I feel as though this past energy is just weighing you down a little bit and stopping you from, putting in that hard work to climb the mountains. Any challenges, delays when it comes to love, you're not even willing to tackle them at the moment. You're kind of just at the bottom of this mountain, looking at the mountain going, oh, it's too hard, it's causing too much pain, I'm just going to stay here where it's nice and safe and secure with my anchor, and not actually take any movement toward anything in that mountain energy. It's quite it does sort of let us know that yes, there is a lot of work involved pushing this giant boulder up the hill, but when you get to the top of the hill, it rolls down smoothly down the other side. When you get to the top, once you've put in some hard work and you've made the effort to climb the mountain, you can see your way clear. You can, the view from the top is amazing, kind of a vibe, and you do get that sense of achievement when you get to the top of the mountain, and you can see exactly what path to take back down as well. Okay, so I feel as though you're just kind of avoiding anything like that at the moment, Cancer. It does feel like you are kind of avoiding love in general at the moment, Cancer. But we do see that regardless of you trying to avoid it, it seems to be headed your way one way or another. We do have the letter coming through, so I do feel as though there may be some sort of communication that's going to actually help bring you out of this stuck energy, and make you take that risk, take that chance on a new connection, someone wanting to communicate with you. That can be text messaging, calls, in person, online, all sorts of communication. Okay, so there is definitely some sort of communication coming through that may actually help you, pull up that anchor and set sail and start new journeys for yourself, Cancer, because that's followed up with the cauldron. Okay, so that really does talk about there being a little bit of magic in the air when it comes to this communication. Like I said, it feels like it's going to actually really help you, pull up that anchor and start to move forward again. All right, that it's like mixing up that magic potion. Someone's going to say something to you, it may not even be an important conversation, but it's important in the way that it actually will make you, like, it feels like that vibe of making you rethink or look at something in a different way. It's that magic combination, that magic potion that sets these beautiful potion, like this potion, on out into the world, and perfectly balanced. Okay, so there is a lot of magic in the air with the cauldron. Okay, so there's definitely some things coming up for you that there may be this sort of moment of realization where you're like, wow, that felt like magic. How did I just suddenly, like, it does feel like it's gonna create a bit of a sudden shift in you, Cancer, where all of a sudden you're like, wow, that was like magic. That person said this to me. Like 20 people have said the exact same thing to me, but it didn't actually sink in until I heard it said that particular way, or from that particular person. And I feel like that's what that communication's all about. It's going to some sort of communication that's really going to spur you out of your little stuck overthinking mode, and your defensiveness when it comes to love, and really sort of help you take that chance, open up a little bit more to the idea of love. I'm not telling you go and jump on into anything crazy, but there's definitely love in your energy. So it's really up to you whether you want to keep holding yourself back from accepting that love, or whether you are willing to take a bit of a chance to be vulnerable again. And yes, it is always a risk, because every time we open ourselves up to somebody, of course we can get hurt all over again. But also the high risk, high reward. Yes, you could get hurt again, but also this could be the most amazing thing that you wanted your whole entire life, Cancer. So there's always that, you never know, like, and that's what I feel as though with this clouds energy, you're just stuck in this mind frame of presuming the worst, and you're not accepting that, hang on, there could actually be positive outcomes as well. So I feel as though something is really going to, bring that magic back to you, Cancer, to sort of make you realize that, hang on, by avoiding the possible negatives, I'm also avoiding all the possible positives. And you're avoiding potential in both directions, not just avoiding all the negative. When you hold yourself back from experience, you are holding yourself back from the positive and the negative. Okay, so I'm just getting this strong vibe that you are protecting yourself quite a lot, and it's totally understandable as well. We've all been through a lot of things that make you want to curl up in and hide away from the world, and it's totally fine to do that sometimes as well. But there does come this time when we do need to find our magic again. Find your own magic again, and that sense of hope, and that things may actually turn out differently this time around for you, Cancer, because I feel as though with that love coming through, that there definitely is potential for some positives to come through for you, Cancer. All right, but we'll grab you some of the Lovers Oracle as well. Whoa, okay, Cancer. What's coming up for Cancer in love, please? What's coming up for Cancer in love, please? Oh, okay. Have a few flipping out here. Okay, so here we go. We do have this card, which kind of sums it up perfectly, what I was sort of talking about. Surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. let go and it will all work out. Okay, so it's talking about needing to surrender that wall that you've built up around yourself, Cancer, and allowing things to come in for you. All right. We do have playfulness coming through. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun, and remember, love is the greatest healer as well. All right. And then when it comes to, I feel like this is a little bit, you know, not exactly the same topic. This is after the magic, I believe. So we have the Twin Flames card. Okay, your passion ignites. Okay, so definitely seeing that there is definitely love out there for the taking for you, Cancer. It's just a matter of getting yourself to the point where you're able to accept it. Okay, but we'll see what else wants to come through for you with my clarity deck here. Okay, Cancer, what's coming up for Cancer in love, please? What's coming up for Cancer in love? Okay, so Cancer, we do have the 1 month and the 2 month cards coming through. Okay, so it may take us a little while before we get to that actual communication. It may be sort of 1 to 2 months for a lot of you there, obviously dependent on you yourself and how willing we are to look at those things. We do also have June coming through though, so that's this month, right? So that for some of you, I feel like it could be, within that month. So we kind of do have that time frame going through here with the 1 month being June, and then the 2 month. It may take a little bit longer for others of us. Time is fluid, and it's like not all of us heal on the exact same trajectories. So within the collective, we're looking at sort of 1 to 2 months. Okay, and we do also have January and Aquarius coming through as well. All right, so they actually do cover the same time frame here. Aquarius does start mid-January, so you may actually be meeting someone in the future who is a January Aquarian, or the time frame as well. The end of January may have somehow been important to you when it comes to what this stabbed in the back energy was all about there. All right, so there may have been something important that happened in January that has sort of left you feeling super defensive and whatnot as well. All right, so that will mean a little bit different to everyone within the collective, of course. All right, but thank you all for your time today. Like I said, don't forget to leave a comment so you can go in the draw for that free personal. But if this is where we leave each other, thank you so much for your time today, Cancer.